Welcome back. Today we're going to take a quick look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap, starting with Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Matic, and then we'll end it with Dogecoin coming in at number 9. Let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USDT. Yes, sir, there was a big sell-off. Silvergate, Silicon Valley. Now Signature Bank is down. So, yeah, but everybody is going to be made whole. All the depositors are going to be made whole, which is good. So, yeah, of course, there's always a price to pay. My point is that there's a rally coming in. Again, huge volumes all around for Bitcoin as we were dropping, right? The whales are probably buying Bitcoin over here. But my concern is that, usually when you see high volume, very likely it's whales buying. But again, when we were rising as well, I suspect whales could be selling as well over here in Bitcoin. Yeah, so you see, normally, right, if you see high volumes coming down, you want the volume to start tapering down and the price to just keep rising, right? So over here, the volume rose and then it fell. So over here, yeah, obviously selling was happening. And then after that, we rose and then, yeah, the collapse happened, right? Not much volume. And then buying started happening over here. Buying, selling. Yeah, so the peak of the volume was actually over here at the 20,000 area. Right now we're at like 22,000, 23,000, and there's really so much volume. So it's like, hello, Mr. Whales, are you gonna hold on to your Bitcoin? I don't know. Are they selling off their Bitcoin? Again, this is still a mystery. It's still a mystery at this point of time. We're still not entirely sure. If there was just huge volume here and then it tapers down, okay, then this would be a little bit more preferable than to see something like this. As it drops volume, as it rises volume again, it's like, we don't really like this. Anyway, we're still at the skinny pink line, and we are kind of finding resistance at the skinny pink line. We haven't really broken free yet, right? You can feel that Bitcoin just wants to break free, but it's still stuck over here. So are we gonna see a zip up, and then we break the inverse head and shoulders? I would love to call this an inverse head and shoulders, but still this is a higher high. I would prefer it if we had something else over here, maybe a symmetrical triangle, right? Ascending triangle maybe. And just not entirely sure for Bitcoin at this point of time, right? Is there a possibility that we still head towards our 9K target here, the CME, Bitcoin CME gap over here, 9K? Yeah, sure, of course. But this will be 60% though, right? 55%, yeah. So I think we are going to slice through it and close the gap before we rise back up. That's my guess on what's going to happen. Will it happen? We shall see. We're not entirely sure, right? Again, this is just a weekly reminder that there's a Bitcoin CME gap over here, right? BTC, dude, what are you doing? There's always the CME gap theory, right? I'm just gonna click the eye. Yeah, you see here? You see the gap here? Yeah, this is about 9,007, around 9,007, right? So the assumption is that we'll come back down to close the gap, and this will be a 57% fall. And my guess is if we fall, I really do hope to see something very fast, fill the gap, and then big buying pressure pushing the price higher, right? Because anything under 10K will be it's like a godsend, and it'll be a very, very good area to be making purchases. Even though we may form something bearish that Bitcoin goes to zero, I'm fairly confident that there should be a big rally. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. There's also another gap over here. Do you see this gap here at around 20,000? Yeah, so I'm going to assume that we're coming back down to fill this gap. So if we were to assume that the Bitcoin CME gap theory to hold true, yeah, we're coming back down to 9,007, right? Just a weekly reminder of the potential possibilities. Of course, we may just Bitcoin may just say, forget it. We just continue higher, right? And it just no longer holds true. The first ever unfilled gap at 9,007, right? But we'll see how it goes, right? We just have this at the back of our mind, and we're so close to it. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Ethereum against BTC. Here we are, Ethereum BTC. Yeah, you can see selling pressure coming in, right? Do you see this? big long wicks at the top. So potentially, a third mountain is about to complete. Mountain 1, Mountain 2, we're about to complete Mountain 3. So Ethereum BTC is not going to do good against, Ethereum is not going to do good against BTC. It's either if a BTC starts rallying, it's going to rally faster than Ethereum, or if Ethereum starts dropping, Ethereum is going to drop faster than BTC. Then, will you see FBTC drop to 0.06 and potentially 0.055, sub 55, right? So yeah, I still don't really feel that good about Ethereum against BTC at this point of time, and I'm still leaning towards the bearish side of things. So yeah, I'm going to stand by my targets over here at 0.06 and 0.055, 0.05, yeah, sub 55. We got these targets on the 13th of February. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. Now it's 13th of March. It's been a month and we still stand by our targets. I mean, of course, things can always develop bullishly, right? And we get an ascending triangle of sorts and then Ethereum hits higher. Sure, of course. But yeah, I still stand by my targets for FBTC. FUSDT. Here we are for FUSDT. Yeah, again, we still have our $666 target. We still remain bias bearish for ETH against USDT. Could we turn bullish? Of course. We are in a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, and symmetrical triangles are usually bi-directional. It can go up or it can go down. Yeah, that's the funny thing about symmetrical triangles, right? Even if we do go up, I suspect that we could still be coming back down, and we could be still, we could still be heading towards our $666 target. So yeah, I'm still not entirely confident going long for ETH at this point of time, right? I suspect that there is some whale shenanigans happening, and yeah, I should have the vertical line over here. Is coming in April, right? It's postponed to April, right? This will be the, where is this? Let's change the color to something more dull. Okay, this is too dark. Something, okay, this is too bright. Something middle. Okay, we'll call this the Shanghai. One night in Shanghai. So Shanghai upgrade, 15th of April. Now already in March. Is this going to be a positive event or a negative event? I am not too sure, right? I mean, of course, if we get a very nice symmetrical triangle, or we just consolidate here a little bit longer, then potentially we could have a symmetrical triangle completion as we head higher, right? But if we fall back down, then, ladies and gentlemen, this could be a descending triangle in the making, and this descending triangle could head towards the devil 666. So yeah, again, I'm not too sure myself. I can't say whether if this is going to be a continuation up or if you're going to be falling back down. So yeah, anyway, this whole thing could also be a, right, I'm going to assume this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, right? 3 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes? Or is it a 1, 2, 3, 4? We go up a little bit higher, 5. And then we come back down. Again, we're not too sure. ETH against BTC, we still have downside targets. So we are, we're leaning towards the bearish side of things. But it's very close. I'm like 51-49, 51 bear, 49 bull. So it's we're not entirely that confident, of opening shots over here, or, going long as well. It's like, we're not too sure ourselves. And if you were to head higher, we're going to have to miss the first move up, right? So we're going to have to wait for the consolidation, to take the right higher. So there we go. That's our take for Ethereum. BNB against BTC. Here we are. Falling channel, breaking higher. Are we gonna break higher? That's it. We don't come back down, or are we gonna continue lower? Again, will the support hold? Will we head towards support? We're out of the falling of the resistance. So buy right. We should be heading back up. Buy right. But if you were to look at it, within the context of whether if it's bullish or bearish, according to the skinny pink line, we're under it. So we should be making preparations for potentially more downside for BNB against BTC. But BNB BTC throughout history, it just doesn't really play to chart patterns, right? Look at this. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, should have collapsed, right? Nope. What happened? We rose higher, right? You can also consider this whole thing as a, left shoulder, something like a head. Right shoulder, we should have collapsed, right? Nope. What happened? We rose higher. So it's something that you don't want to be going against BNB. Very, very dangerous. Huge buying pressure. It's always huge buying pressure, just like Tron. This is something very dangerous to be shorting. BNB against USDT, right? Mountain 1. Are we going to get Mountain 2, Mountain 3, head lower to 173? Or are we going to be heading higher? Not too sure. Right, so we were saying that once we take out the highs over here at about $400, we will consider these targets all gone, right? Because if we were to hit here, we are very likely targeting the right shoulder. Not right shoulder, but the third mountain, right? Mountain 1, Mountain 2, Mountain 3. We're heading for the third mountain. Once we take out the top of the mountain, that's it. That's it. We're switching bullish for BNB. But we're kind of hovering at a skinny pink line, not too sure whether if this is going to be a blast off or we're gonna head a bit lower to consolidate a bit longer. Again, still not too sure, right? It would be great if you head lower though, because this whole thing could be a falling channel, and this could be a up B, down C. Three waves move towards the downside. This would be cleaner in my opinion, and then we head back up, right? Much more convincing for me if that were to happen. So yeah, but of course, whales be doing what whales do. Moving on would be XRP. XRP against BTC. XRP doesn't really look that good against BTC. We have higher lows over here. So I'm going to assume that these two higher lows are going to be taken out, dropping lower. Are we going to form some sort of a symmetrical triangle over here? Or are we going to head all the way back down here, right, to form an even bigger symmetrical triangle? Beats me. We're not too sure, but I would prefer it if we had a fall, right? If we dipped lower, this would be preferable because this would be a much more stronger, solid pattern to be, much more stronger foundation for us to blast off from. So yeah, but it's gonna take a long time though. But yeah, XRP against USDT. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Again, XRP against USDT. I cannot in my right mind be going long for XRP USDT. I still think that there is more downside towards 19 cents and then potentially towards 16 cents. There are a lot of clusters of stop buys over here. It'd be very dangerous, in my opinion, to be opening shorts. But depending on the situation, I might even open shorts. But again, depending on the situation, we're not too sure if we're going to be seeing maybe a quick spike, super spike, and after that we come back down. Yeah, but XRP is still very bearish. And I feel like the chart pattern is about to complete. In my opinion, I feel like it's about to complete. I'm just wary of that super spike that comes in, pew, and we come back down as we head towards sub 20 cents and potentially sub 17 cents. So we are still buyers bearish for XRP, and we still expect more downside. So yeah, but once it's done, I would expect the falling channel to be complete. And we just we hit higher, right? But of course, for the short term, I think there'll be a little bit more pain, right? If you're in XRP. ADA against BTC. Here we are. We still have our 1222 target. We still expect more downside for ADA against BTC. I still don't see any signs of reversal yet. We're still under the skinny pink line. We still expect more bearishness to come for ADA against BTC. So yeah, it's just, you keep seeing lower highs, and yeah, it's something like a falling channel, right? Something like that. So how much lower are we gonna go? We don't know. Well, we have our 1222 target. ADA against USDT. How are we looking for ADA USDT? Not too sure. We're still under the skinny pink line, as you can see. But we hit the resistance though, right? We bounce on the support point, support once, support twice, slice through. And then we hit the resistance once, poop, resistance, poop, resistance, poop, 3 times. So are we going to get an ascending triangle over here, right on top of the resistance? We break higher. What do you think? Of course, I would love to see the chart pattern first before committing into anything for ADA USDT. Yeah, but again, there's just no support over here. So I suspect that we could still be heading lower for ADA against USDT. The next area of proper support is around 16 cents. So there could still be more downside. The thing is, we don't have any targets for ADA towards the downside at this point of time. So yeah, again, we're still not entirely sure of ADA's direction, whether if this is already the end and we're going back up, or whether if we're going to continue for one more leg lower. Not too sure. So yeah, we're staying safe. We are staying safe. Matic, BTC. So for Matic against BTC, we're kind of out of the series of valleys, right? Valley 1, Valley 2, we're out. We broke the resistance line. And we retested the support. We bounced off of it. Again, I feel like we are in a consolidation right now. And again, we're above the skinny pink line. So the bias is bullish for Matic against BTC. We'll be expecting more upside for Matic BTC towards 0.0001. Yeah, just 0.0001. We probably might be consolidating a little bit longer before heading higher for Matic BTC. Matic USDT. We are above the skinny pink line, yes sir, and we are anticipating potential continuation towards the upside for Matic USDT. We're about to take out the right shoulder over here. If you assume this is a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, head and shoulders, break lower, right? We're heading for this. So yeah, I mean, of course, we could also come back down, right? Yeah, my point is that in terms of tradability, there's nothing much for us for Matic. We're above the skinny pink line, so our bias is bullish. Very few coins with a bullish bias. Matic is one of them. Moving on will be Dogecoin. Doge against BTC. Dogecoin. Okay, so for Dogecoin, there was a very nice spike. We're back to square one. We're under the skinny pink line. Are we going to get some sort of a squeeze over here? Right, A, B, C, D, E, break higher. Or are we going to check out the lows over here? Pew! Again, we're not too sure. We're not too sure. We don't have any targets for Dogecoin against BTC. Dogecoin against USDT. Yeah, okay, Dogecoin USDT is not really looking good. Why would I say that? Because this is a left shoulder head. We've already completed the head. I think we are in the midst of completing a right shoulder. And then we head lower for Dogecoin against USDT. Could we see a bounce coming on for Doge? Yeah, of course. But this is bearish to me, and I would expect more downside for Dogecoin. I don't think Dogecoin is done yet, right? Yeah, I think we might head towards a skinny pink line. Let me come back down. That's my guess. That's my guess. It's not really looking that good to me. It looks to me like a continuation down. So be careful. Be very, very careful. And the scary thing about Dogecoin is that there's zero, absolute zero support over here. So we could just slice all the way down to 1.3 cents. From 7 cents to 1.3, that's going to be brutal. But we're touching the skinny pink line, which is good. Which means that there's an urge to break the skinny pink line. It's just that, yeah, skinny pink line is acting as a proper resistance right now, right? It's shielding the move towards the upside, right? It is blocking the move, but eventually you're gonna see a break back towards the upper side of the skinny pink line. It's just that now we're under it, so we remain bias bearish, right? Until we see a real clear big move towards above the skinny pink line, and we stay above it, then yeah, we will switch our bias to bullish for Dogecoin. But in terms of tradability, I don't think we are ripe for a move yet. To me, I don't think we are ripe yet. So yeah, there you go. Right, stay safe, don't rush into anything, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. See you in the next one.